Good morning guys. It is Friday. It's a lovely cloudy day in Arizona today, which is actually a nice thing. Nice break from the sun. And welcome back. And if this is your first time here, welcome, thank you. Drop a comment below so I can personally welcome you to the channel, and be sure to hit that subscribe button. So today is going to be the first official Drive for 5. So I'm going to be doing a regular car review on a Volkswagen Tiguan. This is a Volkswagen Tiguan 2014. It's dark in here, so we're going to take it outside and start recording. This is a 2014 Volkswagen Tiguan. This was Volkswagen's sort of entry into the crossover / compact SUV segment. I believe it started in 2007 and continues today with a second generation. The 2014, they kind of did some minor facelift stuff to it, and they also released the R line in the US for the first time. But it's a 5-seater SUV, pretty decent, you know, typical German interior, clean. Everything looks pretty nice. The steering wheel's real comfortable. The materials look nice. You have the metal and fake leather dash and all that nice stuff. So it looks classy. It's definitely a nice looking interior. The brakes on this one are the most responsive part. First time I hit the brakes coming out of the parking lot, it stopped me immediately just when I was trying to slow down. So this is one of my coworker Daniel's cars. Really appreciate you letting me drive the car. So this is the automatic. The Tiguan comes standard with a 6-speed manual. It's also available with the 6-speed automatic. We're going to be using the manual mode. The engine produces 200 horsepower and 207 feet-pounds of torque. It's a 2-liter turbocharged, so similar to what you see in the GTI. Even if you look at the car, especially the first, before they do a little facelift stuff, to me anyway, the car looks like kind of like a giant GTI, like the GTI's big brother or something. And it still has some, for a SUV and for a car that weighs about 600 pounds more than a GTI, it still has some go. Like, this is sort of a no-brainer, but it's way more fun to drive than the Sorento is. In researching for this video, I did do some reading up on the Tiguan, and one of the things people commented on was the suspension, saying that, you know, you feel every bump, it kind of tips you around corners. It's not that bad. It's still, I like stiff suspensions, obviously, from, you know, the cars I prefer to drive, but there's not really much body roll as I kind of move around, and the steering seems pretty responsive at speed. At low speed, when I was going through the parking garage getting out, it seemed like you had to turn the wheel a lot to get any kind of corner. But once you're actually driving, the car seems to, you know, steer pretty well. Even in automatic mode, this car is more enjoyable than the other SUVs I've driven. You feel more connected to it. The acceleration actually does something. So this is still a 4-cylinder engine, but you have that turbo, which gets you a more connected feel and a more lively powertrain. The downshifts are instant. As far as gas mileage goes in this car, this is the best spec, the best setup to have for gas mileage, but only just slightly. This is the front-wheel drive automatic. This specific model gets you about 21 miles per gallon city and 26 miles per gallon highway. And then the manual drops you all the way down to 18 miles city and 26 miles highway. The manual's also only available in the front-wheel drive, so if you want all-wheel drive and manual, you're out of luck. But for the type of car this is, the automatic it's smooth. It's a really smooth transmission, and you know, you're going to be using this kind of car for carting your family around, for commuting to work and things like that. So automatic works really well. Being able to shift manually is a really nice touch that seems to work well in this car. Some cars it's not as responsive. But yeah, this car, especially for an SUV, definitely gets up to speed well enough. It's actually quite fun to drive. I never really expect much when I go to do one of these drives on an SUV, but this is pretty nice. If this had a third row in it, this would be a contender for the next SUV I get, but it only seats 5. While we're at this red light, I'm gonna look around the car a little bit. It's nice, plenty of room in the back, decent sized trunk. So as I said earlier, this car essentially is the same setup as a GTI. GTI is a fun, quirky hatchback. This is like a steroid version of it where it's gotten a lot bigger. So the cool thing about that is you get the same engine setup as the GTI. The GTI weighs just shy, the 2014 GTI weighs just shy of 3,000 pounds. I think it's like 2,900 something. And this weighs right around 3,600 pounds. So you get a car that weighs about 600 pounds more than the GTI, but it's still, you know, spunky enough to enjoy driving. Like if we downshift, you end up going 70 on a road that you're going to get pulled over on. So, not bad at all. As far as, you know, the important stuff, the handling, the driving, the turning, I like it. I didn't feel like the suspension was too stiff. I didn't feel a lot of bumps that I had read about previously, expecting almost when I got into this car. It's pretty smooth. Overall, it's a pretty pleasant drive. The road noise is barely anything. The power is adequate. Overall, it's a really nice car. I like it. He was looking at a couple other different SUVs when he bought this car, and I think he made the right choice. It's nice when that turbo kicks. God, I love turbos. So that, guys, is the 2014 Volkswagen Tiguan. It was actually a really nice vehicle to drive. Great commuter car, very comfortable. So let me know your feelings below in the comment section. Let me know what you think of the car, what I missed, what I could have done better. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. I always want to be able to grow and provide my subscribers the content that they, you know, want to watch. So thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more.